Okay, in this lecture we're going to just do a little bit of practice and a little bit of review to make sure that we have completely under our control the assignment operator and variables of variable types. Because if we can't get that, we're going to have a little bit of trouble down the line. So let's just go through a little bit of practice and a little bit of review. All right, let's start at the top there, please. A is equal to 5 does what? It assigns the value 5 to the variable A. B equals sign 3 assigns the value 3 to the variable B. Notice again, be very careful with the language. I'm saying very specifically the value, which is on the right-hand side, is being assigned to the variable that is on the left-hand side. Here is an expression that, of course, has to be evaluated before I can do the assignment. So I have an expression, A plus B. What is A? I can go back up and see that that's 5. What's B? I can go back up and see that's 3. I evaluate that expression. That, of course, is a simple summation, so that's 8. And then C is assigned to the value 8. Okay? So good. So 3 variable assignments. I have A, B, C, 5, 3, 8. I have a print statement here. What am I printing? I'm printing that C colon space, and then I want to give the value of C. So, of course, I cannot put an 8 in here because I can't add a string to a number. So addition can either mean I'm adding 2 numbers, or addition can mean I'm doing string concatenation. So if I want to say that C is the value 8, I need to convert that value, that number, into a string using the str command. So this does string concatenation of the string C and the number 8 converted into a string. And then, of course, the output will be this right here, C colon space. That space, of course, is that right there, and then an 8. All right, let's do another example. B is 30. Now, notice up here, I assign B to be 3. At this point, we don't care about that 3. It's been thrown out the window, and B is equal to 30. This value is still 8, by the way. This hasn't changed, because this B here was instantiated with 3. So just because I change B here, nothing happens up here. All right, so B is assigned the value 30. A is going to be assigned the value B. And again, here, in particular here, it's important to distinguish between the left and the right-hand side of the assignment operator. On the right-hand side is the value associated with the variable B. What is that? 30. Here, I'm assigning that to A, again, overwriting what I had up top. So when I say to print A, it, of course, will simply print 30, the value of A. And I'm just going to state the obvious, but if I try to print D, and I look back up here and D was never instantiated, was never assigned, that of course will be an error. And just to remind you again that variable names cannot start, and they certainly can't be numbers. So I can't say 4 is being assigned to the value A. So that of course is an error as well. Variable, assignment operator, and then either an expression or an actual value. All right, let's do a few more examples. Top to bottom, A is being assigned the value 5. B is being assigned the value 3. C is being assigned the value A plus B. This is an expression. To know what the value of C is, you have to evaluate the expression. 3 plus 5 is 8. C is now 8. And immediately after that, I reassign C to be the string hello. And notice that in Python, it doesn't matter. I can go from a string, from an integer to a string to a float to a Boolean and back. The data, those variables can take on many, many different types. Now, not all languages are like that. Some languages like C, you have to define the type of your variable, and you have to stick to that. In Python, it allows you to switch. That has both some good and bad features about it. Now, if I try to print B plus C, the question you want to ask yourself is, what is that? That's an overloaded operator. So it can either mean addition, or it can mean string concatenation. Well, how do I know which one it means? It depends on the data types. So if these are strings, then that's string concatenation. If these are integers or floats, then that is addition. Well, let's figure out what it is. So B, of course, is an integer, and C is a string. So we have a problem. That won't work. Okay, so we can't add a string to a number. Python complains. So if I wanted to print 3 space hello, how would I do that? Well, obviously I could just print the string 3 space hello, but I want 3 to be the value of that variable right here. So I have to convert that to a string, and then I need a space right there, and then I want hello. So if you want, just pause the video for a second and think through what that is, and you can type it into your Jupyter notebook. but I think I see it. I'm going to convert that to a string. I'm going to have to concatenate it to a space and then concatenate it to hello. So let's see what that looks like. So here's my B being converted to a string. Good. So that's the number 3 converted to the string 3, quote 3, quote. Here's my little space, and then here is my hello, which of course is just the string hello, and then we get that right there. Good. All right, good. So just as exercise, if anything's not clear about this, please go back and look at the last few lectures and make sure these assignment operators, because they're just so fundamental to everything we're going to be doing, okay? All right, so now when we pick it up, we'll start working on some new material.